Hi, doing a quick video on chapter 3.2, arithmetic sequences. So here we go, arithmetic sequences. Let's look at a quick definition of an arithmetic sequence. It's where we have a sequence, term a sub 1, the first term, a sub 2, the second term, a sub 3, the third term, and so on. Is an arithmetic sequence if there is a constant d value for which d is a sub n, so some nth term, is equal to a sub n minus 1, the previous term, plus that common difference. If d is that common difference, when a sub n plus 1 minus a sub n, in other words, the next term minus the previous term. So if we take a sub 2 minus a sub 1, we would get the d value. If we took a sub 3, subtracted a sub 2, there should be that common difference. And many times you want to check to see a sub 2 minus a sub 1, a sub 3 minus a sub 2, and so forth. A couple different formulas we want to look at. If it's recursive, a sub n is equal to a sub n minus 1. This is that previous term, okay, plus the common difference. That's a recursive. Then if we want an explicit formula, we have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Now, what do all those numbers and symbols mean? A sub n is the value of the nth term. So what will it ultimately be after we plug in the rest of the values or substitute the information in? A sub 1 is the first term. N is the number of the term we wanted. So maybe we want the 20th term or the 5th term or something like that. We would put 20 or 5 or so forth in there. D, again, is that common difference if they give us a sequence and we're supposed to find the common difference. Okay, so let's look at an example. Always got examples, right? So it says, example number 1, write the recursive and explicit forms of the following sequence. And we see here it starts off at 13, 8, 3, negative 2, and so forth. Well, let's write the recursive formula. Well, we know that a sub 1 is 13. And if we took a sub 2 minus a sub 1, 8 minus 13, we would get a negative 5. A negative 5. So we want to be careful because if we just take 13 minus 8, now we get normal 5. But we know that's not right. We're subtracting each time. So we know that our common difference is negative 5. So the recursive formula then would be a sub n is equal to a sub n minus 1. Again, this brings up the previous term. Subtract 5. So 13 minus 5 would be 8. 8 minus 5 would be 3. So we need that previous term. All right, if we're doing an explicit formula, again, we know a sub 1 is 13. Our common difference is negative 5. And we fill in the rest. A sub n is 13 minus, now what I did was I distributed the 5, so negative 5n. Negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5. So we get 13 minus 5n plus 5. We simplify, we get 18 minus 5n. All right? Let's continue with part B. It says, hey, find the 20th term for each. All right. Recursive, man, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. We need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all the way to 20. We need a 19th term. Well, we don't have that much time on video to get through the 19th term. So I put a big question mark like, I don't want to use that one. Let's use the explicit formula. This will find us exactly what it is. So a sub n we found was 18 minus 5n. We're going to plug in a sub 20 because that is the number of the term we want. 18 minus 5 times 20. So we get a sub 20 is 18 minus 100. And that is a sub 20 equals negative 82. All right? Example number 2. Given the sequence negative 6, 3, 12, 21, find the 20th term. Well, wow, we got to find a lot of things here, don't we? Well, let's go back over the list. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Well, our a sub 1, that's negative 6. Okay, so we have that. N, we want the 20th term. So again, a sub 1 is right here. And how I get n, they told me, find the 20th term. Finding the 20th term. D, well, we need the common difference, so we take a sub 2 minus a sub 1. And if we take 3 minus a minus 6, we get 9. Right? These negatives turn into a positives, and then we get 9. So we have a sub 20. We can fill everything in, substitute the information. A sub 20 is negative 6 plus 20 minus 1 times 9. We get negative 6 plus 19 times 9, negative 6 plus 171, and then we finally do the calculation, and a sub 20 equals 165. All right, there's a lot more to it, but hopefully that helps. Have a great night. Talk to you soon.